Have you ever felt like your life is just too much? Like you are drowning in a sea of to do lists, endless notifications, and a closet full of clothes you haven't worn since 2012? If your answer is yes, welcome to the club. Today, we are going to talk about something that sounds super serious but is actually the key to a happier, less stressful existence: how to simplify your life. Now, don't get me wrong. I am not here to tell you to sell all your possessions and move to a remote cabin in the woods, unless that's your thing, in which case, awesome. But for the rest of us, simplifying is not about giving up everything. It's about getting rid of the stuff that's holding us back, both physically and mentally, so we can make room for the good stuff. It's like spring cleaning for your entire life. And trust me, it is way more fun than it sounds. So, let's start with the most obvious culprit: your stuff. We live in a world that tells us more is better: more clothes, more gadgets, more subscriptions. But all that more just creates more mess, more decisions, and more stress. Think about it. When you have a full of closet, you spend 15 minutes every morning staring at it, trying to figure out what to wear. And then you just end up picking up the same t shirt you always wear. Right? I'm not the only one, am I? The secret is to learn to love the edit. We are going to pretend we are professional editors, but instead of cutting a movie, we are cutting the clutter from our lives. The first step is what I call the "does this spark joy or just collect dust" challenge. You have heard this before, but let's make it a little more practical. Grab a box and go through one room. For every time you pick up, ask yourself, does this make my life easier, happier, or better? Or is it just another thing I have to clean? Be ruthless. That bread maker you bought during a lockdown, if you have used it twice and it's now a permanent home for dust bunnies, maybe it's time to let it go. And that stack of magazines from 2018, they are not a vintage collection. They are just old paper. You will feel a surprising sense of relief when you get rid of them. Now, let's talk about the digital clutter. This is the stuff you can't see but that weighs you down just as much. I'm talking about your phone. How many apps do you have on there? 100? 200? Do you use all of them? Seriously, take a look. You probably have an app to track your dog's diet, a game you haven't opened in a year, and 12 different photo editing apps. Here is a simple fix. Do a digital declutter. Go through your phone and delete any app you have not used in a month. Unsubscribe from all those newsletters you automatically send to your spam folder. And while you are at it, clean up your desktop. That digital mess is just as stressful as a physical one. You will be amazed at how much faster your phone feels and how much clearer your mind is without all those notifications popping up. But simplifying is not just about stuff, it's also about your schedule. Our calendars are so packed that we are basically professional jugglers, except instead of juggling balls, we are juggling deadlines, appointments, and social obligations we don't even want to go to. We say yes to everything because we are afraid of missing out. The fear of missing out, or FOMO, is real. But you know what's even better? The joy of missing out, or JOMO. It's okay to say no. In fact, it's an incredibly powerful word. When someone asks you to do something and you feel that little pit in your stomach, that's your gut telling you not to do it. Listen to it. Saying no to a coffee date you don't have time for means saying yes to an evening on your couch. Reading a book. Saying no to a volunteer position you are not passionate about means saying yes to more time for your family. It's not selfish, it's self preservation. And let's not forget the final frontier of simplicity: your mind. We spend so much time worrying about the future and regretting the past that we completely miss out on the present. We are constantly running through worst case scenarios in our heads, which is basically a full time unpaid job. So, here is a simple tip. Try the one thing method. When you are eating, just eat. Don't scroll through your phone. When you are talking to a friend, just talk to them. Don't check your email. When you are watching a movie, just watch the movie. Focus on one thing at a time. It's a small change, but it's a huge shift. It trains your brain to be present, and it's amazing how much more enjoyable everything becomes when you are actually there for it. Simplifying your life is not about being perfect, it's about being present. It's about getting rid of the things that don't serve you so you can make space for the things that do. It's about trading in a chaotic, stressed out life for a calm and joyful one. So, what are you waiting for? Grab a box, open your phone, and start a digital cleanse. And if you are feeling brave, say no to something you were dreading. You will be amazed at how much lighter you feel when you let go of things you don't need. So, what's the first thing you will try? Drop it in the comments. And hey, if this sparks something, hit like, subscribe, and go reclaim your peace. Now, if you will excuse me, I have a very important appointment with my couch and a book. Thanks for watching.